Hello everybody, it's Michelle from Butterfly Survivors Tribe and Knowing Heart Tarot. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. It's Sunday. This is part 2 to the video that I just did, and I got a little bit more of the background here. It's really pretty. The sun's coming up over here. Maybe you see on the corner it's more light over there. So I pulled 2 tarot cards and 2 oracle cards. So the tarot cards are from the North Star deck that I have, and I've showed that on here before, on my videos before. And then I pulled 2 from the oracle deck, Soul's Journey, the Soul's Journey. So I put the tarot card and the oracle card with the ones, that I feel like they match up to. And I was shuffling and pulling these cards, and I was asking, what does everyone from Butterfly Survivors Tribe and Knowing Heart Tarot Collective need to hear today? And I got, the first card I pulled was the Hermit. So the word on there is wisdom, and the person on there looks like they're meditating. So the Hermit is about, going within. Definitely meditation, inner contemplation, and figuring out what you need to heal. Maybe you need some alone time. Maybe you just need some peace and quiet. Maybe you just need to read, do some research. Read a book that's healing. Read other survivors' stories. Find a healing forum online with other survivors and like-minded people that want to heal. And then the oracle deck, the oracle card that I pulled with the Hermit is love. And it reads, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So maybe the reason why I got that as a message for everyone is because sometimes it can be easier to love other people and maybe easier than it is to love yourself. But the two go together. So it's you love yourself, and then you have love to give others. And that's a very important message, because the way we treat ourselves is so, so important. And there's a lot of steps that I had to do to really, I guess you could say, get to love myself, or find out, I would make a list of all my positive traits, and I really do recommend making lists, because making a list, it brings awareness to what you need to pay attention to. So if you are having a hard time loving yourself, make a list. Make a list of 10 things that you love about yourself, compliments that you've received from other people, or just stuff that comes from within your own self. What do you love about yourself? So maybe some meditation is in order, and some self-care, whatever that means to you. Take whatever resonates for those, all of these readings. And then these are the second 2 set of cards that I pulled. Judgment and forgiveness is the word on there. So it's important to realize that we can all be our own worst inner critic and, judgmental. But it's important to don't I think it's important to not judge yourself harshly, um, because we all had to learn and grow and age and go through certain experiences before we got to where we are today, right? So it's good to have an inner critic. Just don't let it take over. And um, that's important because you have to kind of look at your past, and it's important to live in the present and then make the best future that you can for yourself. And yeah, judgment, the word on there is forgiveness. So whatever mistakes you made in your life, I know I have forgiven myself for making mistakes, and I recommend you do the same, because no one's perfect and we all do the best we can. And as long as you realize that and you bring awareness to the mistakes and then you forgive yourself and moving forward you try to do the best you can, that's good. That's good enough. And the oracle card that I pulled, of course, forgiveness. So it reads, forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. That's so true. So don't block the flow of love for yourself or from others or for others, right? Let everything happen naturally, in its own timing. Sometimes things don't happen right when we want them to, but sometimes it's just, you've heard this before probably, rejection is God's protection, right? Or there's a certain reason why something didn't happen exactly when we wanted it to happen in our timing, but it happened in, God's timing. And sometimes we don't see why that is at the time, but then looking back on it, we're like, oh yeah, that did happen in perfect timing. And then you look for the reasons that support that, and then it helps you feel better about the situation. And I know that I've done that before many times in my life, where I was pondering, looking back on the past and going, gosh, why did this happen at this time in my life? And then, because it was supposed to happen, it was supposed to happen then, maybe for you to learn the lessons that you needed to learn at that time in your life. So that's really kind of the best I can say for that. And I wrote this wonderful poem, and I'm gonna share it in the next video, but it's called Grandma's Little Girl. And I wrote that poem when I was 18. So yeah, just express yourself, do what you love. Even if you're not good at it, you'll get experience and you'll be good at it. The more you do it, the better you become at it. Whether that be a sport, whether that be public speaking, whatever your, niche is, or whatever your interest, or whatever your passion or your love is, go for it. Do it. It's like sometimes just thinking about something is actually worse than doing it. So I hope what I've been talking about has helped you. I always try to relate my talk to the cards, and then I relate to the cards, and I hope you can resonate with what I've been saying and talking about, and the cards that have been pulled, that I've been showing on my videos. And I have 3 more videos to get to 40. So, and at first I was nervous about, doing videos and being on camera, but I'm not anymore. And I believe that I do have some wisdom, experience, strength, and hope to share with the world. So, take care, many blessings, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye. Take care, everybody. Michelle signing off from Butterfly Survivors Tribe and Knowing Heart Tarot.